Hey everyone, Mary Berger here with Computer Diva, and today I want to talk to you for a few minutes about Windows 10. Windows 10 was released on July 29th of this year, just a couple of weeks ago, and it is a free download to anybody who has computers that are running Windows 7 or Windows 8.1. If you're running Windows 8, you have to upgrade to Windows 8.1 first. In order to get the upgrade, when you're eligible, you'll see a little window icon in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and you can click on that icon to reserve your copy. And then what happens is the next time you do a Windows update, you'll be notified that Windows 10 is ready to install. So it's really, really simple. The first thing that will happen is Windows 10 will be downloaded onto your computer. A wizard will run and will walk you through installing the software. They've made it pretty seamless. It's pretty easy. I've run into just a few glitches where I've had to kind of dig into the background and get things running and fixed up a little bit. But other than that, it's really smooth. I've had Windows 10 running on my laptop since July 29th. Prior to that, I had a Windows 10 technical preview running on my laptop for several months, and the overall final product is a huge improvement over the technical preview, and it's a huge improvement over Windows 8.1. It's taken the pieces of Windows 8.1 and kind of married them with Windows 7 to kind of give you a blended experience between the two. So for those of you who went from Windows 7 to 8 or 8.1, or maybe bought new computers with Windows 8 or 8.1, the huge disappointment was the fact that there was no longer a start button in the lower left-hand corner. Instead, there was a little window, and when you clicked on that, it took you to a completely different page called the Windows Start menu or Windows Start screen, whatever it is you want to call it. But it was the screen with all the tiles on it that was supposed to integrate seamlessly with a Windows 8 phone. I don't know too many people using a Windows 8 phone, so I'm not sure how useful it was. I do know that I have dozens of clients who were running Windows 8, and very few of them liked it. So in my opinion, Windows 10 is a huge improvement. There is no more start window with all those tiles. Those tiles have been kind of moved over to the start button. You can pin them or unpin them as you like, and they just work a whole lot better than Windows 8. With that said, you know, I'm really pleased with Windows 10. I think Microsoft has done a great job with it. And I've done several installations so far. Like I said, most of them have gone smooth, just a few glitches, but really easy to resolve. So if anybody wants Windows 10 installed on their computer and they're a little bit nervous about doing it themselves, I'm happy to help out. I've been doing a lot of them. So a couple of, oh, and one other thing, when you do install Windows 10, you have 30 days to decide whether or not you like it. And if you don't like it, you can always roll it back. So that's an option for you. I have not done any rollbacks yet, but I've done a lot of research on it. Looks like it's pretty simple to do. I'm working with a client tomorrow who actually did a rollback and had issues. So after that job, I'll have a little bit more information for you on maybe what happened and how to avoid the rollback issue. But at any rate, you can roll back if you want to. With all of that said, I'm going to give you a couple of features of Windows 10. First and foremost, like I said, the start button is back. So when you click on that start button in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, a window pops up and gives you a list of your programs, your Windows 10 apps, what have you, just like you had in Windows 7. Only the navigation is slightly improved. I really like it. The second thing now, Windows Store apps now open in a desktop window and not full screen. So what that means is the apps that you would get in the Windows Store and some of the built-in apps like the Mail app, the Weather app, traditionally in the past with Windows 8 especially, they opened up in full screen and you had to know how to close them. If you had a touch screen, you had to know where to drag your finger to close the windows. If you didn't have a touch screen, you had to know what the mouse gestures were. It was a huge pain. It was a navigation nightmare. In Windows 8.1, they took them away from being full screen. Well, they were still full screen, but if you move your mouse to the top of the window, a little control drop down from the top of the window with the X in the upper right-hand corner so that you can close the window. This time they're in resizable desktop windows, which is a huge improvement. I know that's something that everybody's going to like. Number 3, there is a new digital personal assistant, and she is called Cortana. And Cortana is, like I said, a digital personal assistant. You talk to her, you give her requests, you say, I want to search the internet for blah, blah, blah. She'll go out and find it. You can have her set up reminders for you. You can have her go out and get the weather. You can have her search for just about anything. She requires a little bit of a setup process in the beginning, but it's quick and it's easy. You might have to set up your microphone. So, but that's really easy to do. I tested her out a little bit, you know, setting up reminders, doing some searches, and she works very much like Siri on the iOS platform. So I think she would be a huge help for those people who are not good at typing, not good at computers. They just want to talk their commands. Maybe they have a disability where they can't use their hands. So this would be a huge, huge program for people who need that type of functionality. Number 4, Internet Explorer is out. Actually, it's not really out. It's still there. It's buried in the background. But now Microsoft has created an all-new internet browser called Edge, and Edge is integrated with Cortana. So when you do a voice command for a search on the internet, Cortana will invoke Edge and go out there and find all your results. Edge is supposed to be much faster than Internet Explorer, a lot more secure. And for those who know me, you know that I've always recommended you not use Internet Explorer, but give Edge a try. I think it's worth using. And if you don't like Edge, you still have the option of loading Firefox, Safari, or Chrome, or there's lots of other browsers out there that you could use, but those are the main ones. What else? Multiple virtual desktops. For those of you who like to work in a multi-screen environment, and this really comes into play in the business world, multiple monitors. I have, on all my laptops, I have at least one additional monitor tied into it. But now you have the option of using multiple virtual desktops, which means you can simulate the multiple monitor environment even if you only have a laptop or maybe just one monitor. So that's a really cool feature. And last but not least of what I'm going to talk to you about today is the Action Center. It's basically packed with notifications from various apps. It's totally customizable. It can kind of keep you organized. I've kind of dove into it a little bit and started playing with it, and really kind of nice, almost similar to the notification center on your iOS devices on the Apple side. So those are kind of 6 of the bigger features that I have dived into so far. And as I get more immersed in the Windows 10 environment, I'll bring you more videos with more features, maybe a little bit more in depth. But I wanted to give you a quick video today to kind of just let you know that I really like Windows 10. I think you will too. For those people who are stuck on Windows XP, because there's a lot of people out there who don't want to move from XP to a new environment, I think you'll be fine with Windows 10. Please, if you're running Vista, get off of Vista and get off of Windows XP. Move to the Windows 10 environment. If you're still on Windows 7 and you're inclined to kind of try something new, move to Windows 10. I highly recommend it. I think you'll like it, and if you don't, well, not everybody likes everything. So with that said, thank you for listening to my video. Again, I am Mary Berger with Computer Diva, and if there's anything that you need me to do for you on a technology basis, I can be reached at mary@computerdiva.biz. Hey, thanks for listening.